What's good in the web? This is your boy Q back with some of this Laker talk, sports type stuff that I've been wanting to do for the longest, but didn't know exactly how to incorporate it. But let's just jump right in. Now, the first thing I have to say is this is probably going to be, as Stephen A. Smith says, blasphemy, especially to Laker fans, but it is what it is. The Lakers do not necessarily need Paul George or LeBron James. I get it. I know what's up. But what I'm saying is, if you look at what we really need, and that's a center. Julius Randle is a great power forward, and he plays a great center off of the bench. He plays a good backup center, but I've been saying this for a while, and even after the Achilles, I still think that the Lakers should prioritize DeMarcus Cousins depending on his recovery. And if you've been following DeMarcus Cousins on Twitter or Instagram or pretty much any other of his social medias, and just keeping up with Pelicans news and NBA news just in general, the dude's actually recovering pretty well. And I know he's 274 pounds. He's going to have to drop weight, or he's 260 now because he did lose weight last season, beginning of this season. But he's going to have to drop some weight to get the blood flowing back in the Achilles, because the Achilles tear is bad for a guard. So it's even more worse, and I did say more worse, it's even worse when you are damn near 7 feet and almost 300 pounds. The Pelicans aren't going to offer, there's already been rumblings about it, they're not going to offer him the max. He's going to want 5 years, but from what I was hearing, that they were just going to lowball him a little bit, because, you know, he was supposed to get the, I think 174 million or something around those lines. He couldn't get the super max like Kawhi's about to get, but since he was traded, and he was with the team, he'll still be able to get more money, because it's going to be 5 years versus if he signs with like the Lakers or the Wizards. If the Lakers were to offer him, and even another team, if they could make cap room, if they were to offer him like a 2-year, $30 million, give him the max of the $30 million for 2 years, contingent on the fact how his body is, then he can sign another additional deal going into the 2020 season or something like that, 2021 season, going into there, that's when he can sign another deal. Or as LeBron James, I don't really see LeBron James uprooting. He came back to Cleveland. I think it's going to be an overhaul, but he came back to Cleveland even though him and Dan Gilbert don't get along, but that's his home area. And, I mean, they've been in the finals. I mean, look, this LeBron James. So I really don't think that he's going to leave. I don't think that he's going to go to the Sixers either, because him and Ben Simmons are pretty much the same type of player. And I feel that they'll find some way to work if he were to go there. However, that's like a young and upcoming team. And I know LeBron likes to get, aspiring talent at the time. I still feel that he would hinder Ben Simmons more than help him, even though they'll win, if that makes sense. Because he's not going to be able to fully take over games or see his potential, because it's going to basically be LeBron's team. Whatever team LeBron goes to, he's the best player in the NBA. It's going to be his team. I just personally feel that we don't necessarily need those players. I think that we could also even go after like a Tyreek Evans. I think the just a little bit above the mid level, that 10 million, 13 million, I see Tyreek Evans getting something like that. And maybe somebody like that in that caliber who can score, come off the bench, that's a good ball handler, and then surround the team with some other shooters. I don't think that we necessarily need to go out and just max everything. Probably ship Dang to somewhere like maybe back to Chicago. The Lakers are rebranding their image, like with Andre Ingram. They hooked him up, just like Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance. And I love both of them, and they didn't want to leave LA, but they are in a better position. Jordan Clarkson gets to play, even though he's not doing that well in these playoffs, but he gets to play alongside LeBron and make it to the postseason and get to experience a whole nother level of NBA, and that's going to mature him as a player. And the same thing with Larry Nance. And Larry Nance gets to go back to his hometown. So, you know, as far as Julius Randle, the Lakers, we need to sign Julius Randle. I wouldn't give him more than $18 million, and I like Julius. And I was big on trade Randle for the last 2 years. I can't lie. But this offseason, when he got that direction from Rob and when he got that direction from Magic about what to do in the summer, he basically outworked pretty much everybody else. But yeah, I think the Lakers' future is pretty bright. I know that that's not the most positive thing, or not positive thing, but the most logical thing, because by all means, more than likely, Paul George will probably sign with the Lakers, and either B.I. can play the 2 or the 3, and Paul George could play the 2 or the 3, or whatever situation that they want to switch, and he would be the best defensive player, and the Lakers would make it through the playoffs, I feel, if PG and Randle come to the team. I just feel that maybe I'm very nostalgic, and that's probably a big part of it too. I just feel that with signing like one max dude to like a 1 or 2 year, contract, that will also be able to free up a little money. So we'll see what's going to happen in the next off season. Yeah, this has been your boy Q. I know I rambled on a little bit for this, so if you made it to the end, I appreciate it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll let y'all later. Peace.